I'm going to show you how to get a horse in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So the first thing you do is steal a horse, which you probably don't want to do. It's probably why you're, came to this video, because if you steal one, you go somewhere and you get away from the horse, he'll just run away or disappear. So what you're going to do is, first off, let's steal a horse, and then I'll show you what to do with a horse. Now, you don't have to steal it. You can find a horse on the side of the road where its owner died, maybe even fighting with you, and then you just grab the horse and run or whatever. You can get a horse a bunch of different ways. You can also buy them. So first, though, let's steal one. So we're going to steal one from here, and then we're going to head all the way over here to the nomad camp, where in the beginning of the game, it has you go and see Tomcat. So when you go look at a horse, you can inspect it and see its value. Now, this one's so terrible that it has no value. Now, I'm not sure if he actually is free at that point, but we're going to find out together. Normally, it'll have a value like 340, 2,000, something like that. So when you go to steal, it'll give you all these instructions. You can pause and read those if you'll get some on your own, though. And you don't want to get caught stealing one if that's what you decide to do. And the controls will be different for you if you're on PC versus controller. But on controller, it's pushing the right thumbstick or pushing the left thumbstick to make him go faster, pushing it again to go faster again, pushing the right thumbstick in order to slow him down, push it again to go back to just barely moving. So you can just go full speed, and at the very bottom, middle bottom left, you'll see his stamina bar, and you just want to bring him down before he runs out of stamina and then make him go again. And you can do this, and then that green bar at the bottom will slowly run down, and eventually you'll need to let him rest. So now what we're going to do is, I'm on the wrong trail entirely, but what we're going to do is I'm going to, skip ahead. We're going to go over to right here. This is the nomad camp where we go and see Tomcat. Another thing you should know about is when you're on a path at the bottom right, it'll say follow path. You can press that button and then it will automatically run for you. Also, you can get bucked off depending on how well trained the horse is and all this ram stuff. So rip for that horse. Oh, he's still here. Good. There's some bandits or something that scared him. But anyway, so yeah, once you get on the road, you're going to want to, just follow path. And then you hold the button, and then the horse will just follow the path, which can make life a lot easier. Once you've been places, you can fast travel too. But, well, that's something maybe for another video or at the end of this video. But let's go ahead and get to the nomad camp. So once you get to the nomad camp over here, you're going to come in. If it's not daytime, by the way, and you have a stolen horse, you're going to want to fast travel somewhere else and fast travel back in order to skip time. Because you can't, if you skip time with a stolen horse, you even 1 hour, you wake up, or you finish it, and the horse is gone. Anyway, you'll see this guy in here. The entrance was right back there. There's this guy right here, horse handler Mikola. Chat with him and trade. So what we got to do is first I got to get off the... Oh boy, follow path. Okay. That is not what I meant to do. Whoops, wrong button. All right, okay. Button jamming everything. We're going to go ahead and talk to this guy and trade. I meant talk to him. Horse black market. I've never talked to him before on the save. And you can say handy profession. Say whatever you want, honestly. Okay, so this one, I can either sell or acquire. So what happens is that price is what you're going to sell him for. I don't know if it gives you the exact amount or not. An acquire will be half that you pay this guy in order to make him your own horse. So I'm going to say acquire. So he's going to offer me, in this case, nothing, I guess, because the horse was garbage.
It's your first horse. So you don't
and his first horse will give you a saddle and stuff. You gotta wait 1 hour. And now it's your actual horse. And now when you wait time, the horse is still here. So that's the TLDR of how to get a horse by stealing one at least. The next way to get a horse is to go to Samin. So, oh god, I was the wrong button. Okay, Samin, which is down here. There's Troskowitz, there's Nomad Camp. Samin's down here. You want the upper Samin, which is just Samin, I mean. So right here, right here, you can see on the map, this is a fenced-in area. This is where the horse pasture is. And here's where you'll be able to get a horse. So what we're going to do is dismount. And then when you get near, say Pebbles, question mark at the bottom right. And this is where you can get your original horse back. On top of buying horses, I think. So.
I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Okay, so where'd that guy go? Here he is. So if you can convince this guy that the horse belongs to you, then you'll be able to get him back. Okay, found by the pond. Horse not branded, belongs to me. I rode on from Rate. Okay, and then you can try one of these, and if you get it or not. And you failed. Okay, there we go. Success.
But you already do you really want to
Yes, I'll exchange it. So if you don't have a horse, you get it. If you have a horse, you have to exchange it. You can only have one at a time. And I got an achievement for that. Okay, so there we go. Now we have Pebbles at the bottom right. So we inspect Pebbles, who is slightly better than the other one, potentially. So that's one way to get your original horse back. But your original horse is absolutely terrible, by the way, just so you know. but it's a cheap way to get a horse. So if you want a horse early, I think really the way you're intended to get a horse early is to go to Samin and just get Pebbles back. That's what you're supposed to do to get a horse. It doesn't, like, because you don't have no money, and if you buy it, it's cheap. Like Barra talked it up, or whoever it was said, oh, you know, you're not gonna be able to afford a horse, but you can get a horse pretty cheap. Also, you can just go to that guy and talk to him, and you can buy a horse. You don't have to wash your horse. You can buy a horse. So when you train a horse, he'll give you a price for his previous one and counted against the one you're gonna get. All right, seen them already. And then you can pick them based on their name. And then you can offer the money, or you can haggle, you can ask questions. So that's the other way to get a horse, if you have the money for that. So I'm going to back out of that. So those are all the ways I'm aware of getting a horse. So if you want to steal it, you can either steal it straight from a pasture, run off to the nomad camp, turn it in. Or when you're wandering the roads, you might find one that's the owner's been killed or it's been abandoned or something. You might well take that to the nomad camp. Or you just buy one from Samin. It's up to you which way you want to do it. But hopefully this helped you out, guys. If you're confused about how to get a horse, if you want one early, you don't want to steal one, just come to Samin, get Pebbles back. You get a bunch of money, you can buy a better one. You can also take a stolen one or one that the person's been killed and take it to the nomad camp. Those are your options as far as I'm aware. And now you know how to get a horse in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.